Hey guys, welcome back to Pops and Props. For the past week, I have been in the beautiful city of Victoria, British Columbia, but today we will be wandering around downtown in hopes to find some collectible shops that sell Funko Pops. Hey, that rhymed. Anywho guys, let's get right into it. Hey guys, so we made it over to our first stop, which is Cherry Bomb Toys. They are a collectible shop. I'm not really sure what they will have in terms of Funko Pops, but I figured we might as well come here and check out what they have. Now the only thing is we are about 20 minutes early, so I guess we'll just hang out and check out what is in the window here, starting off with this awesome Tobey Maguire Spider-Man statue. This thing is looking sick. There are some really nice details. And to continue along with the window, they've got some pretty other cool collectibles. This is Skeletor from Masters of the Universe. There's a pretty bad glare there, but it does look pretty sick. And coming along down even more, they've got a Star Wars statue, G.I. Joe, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a really sick Ghostbusters costume. I'm so sorry for the glare there, but it does look pretty dope. So guys, as soon as we walk in the store, we are greeted with the Funko Pop wall. Now there isn't a huge selection, but I might as well go through a few of these and show you guys what they do have. So up on the top shelf, I am seeing some Game of Thrones, some Marvel, a few older figures here and there. They've got a couple of It ones. They've got Mike Hanlon, they've got Betty Ross from The Purge, some Harry Potter, a lot of random stuff. And coming towards the middle shelf, we've got a bunch of other random figures. We've got some Black Mirror, some Star Wars. Coming over here, we've got some more Marvel 80th anniversary ones, Nightmare Before Christmas, Batwoman. Like I said before, a bunch of random figures. I was actually looking through these bins of out-of-box Funko Pops, and I did find, I'm pretty sure this is Guillermo del Toro, and it's only $5, so I might be picking this one up today. And coming on down below to the next shelf, we've got some Disney, some horror, a nice Hannibal Lecter one right there. We've got some more Disney over here. We've got Mickey Mouse, that's playing crazy. We've got Rebecca Cunningham. Yeah, pretty good selection. And then on the bottom, I'm seeing some Rick and Morty. I think that's Dragon Ball Z in there. A few Harry Potter, a few more Disney. Pretty sweet stuff. And beside the display we were just looking at, they do have a glass case of more expensive figures. The one that caught my eye the most is the Batman vs. Robin art series Mr. Freeze. That one does look pretty cool. And then coming on down below, they've got the Avengers Assemble Hulk, which is an Amazon exclusive. They've got AC Slaughter from Save the Bell. They've got some Kiss Funko Pops. Overall, a pretty solid selection. Next up, I found this glass case, and this case has a bunch of horror figures. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hellraiser. Those ones are looking pretty sick in there. They're a little bit more pricey, but they do look really, really nice. Below that, we've got a bunch of Lord of the Rings figures. These ones are super, super detailed. They look really sick. And then below that, I also noticed some Spawn figures. I thought these ones looked amazing. I'm so into Spawn, so I just got a soft spot for these figures. Over here, we've got a display case of a bunch of DC figures. I'm really enjoying these ones right here. They've got a lot of detail. We've got the Flash, Batman, Deathstroke, Green Lantern, and the Joker. So much detail on these, it's kind of insane. They've also got some retro figures in the back there. Those ones are looking pretty sweet, I have to admit. I briefly wanted to show you guys their Star Wars selection. In this case, we've got a bunch of really cool Star Wars figures. I'm kind of eyeing up this Darth Vader. I think that looks dope. They've also got Mando, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Boba Fett. Honestly, a really great selection of figures. After my visit at Cherry Bomb Toys, I decided to wander around the city a little bit more and find some other collectible shops. I didn't have too much luck finding other collectible shops, so I decided to hop on a local bus and bus to the closest mall in my area. My first stop at the mall was Sunrise Records. They had a pretty standard selection of Funko Pops, honestly not a whole lot I was looking for. They did have some of the new Guardians of the Galaxy Funko Pops. This is a really nice set. I did see some of the I Am Groot Funko Pops, and honestly, I've never seen some of these before. I thought they were really cute. They also had this brand new Princess Leia Funko Pop, and honestly, I really enjoy this 40th anniversary Funko Pop set of Return of the Jedi. There are some great pops in this set. Recently, I have been watching Ozarks with my dad, and I thought it was really cool that I found this set in person. It's a pretty great set, but I don't think I'll be picking these up today. And for my Flash fans out there, they did have a couple from the set, but not many. Up next, I decided to go to Mind Games. At Mind Games, they had so many Funko Pops, there were just too many to choose from. For the anime fans out there, I did notice that they had some of the new Trigun and Inuyasha Funko Pops. Now, I did find this new Moon Girl Funko Pop from an upcoming animated Marvel TV show series. I thought this Funko Pop looked really cool. They also had some Funko Pops from The Flash and a whole bunch of Star Wars. I kid you not, it just kept on going. On the top shelf, they had a bunch of the bigger Funko Pops and a whole lot of anime Funko Pops. I really enjoyed this Sukuna Funko Pop, but unfortunately it was just too big to bring home. They had a huge selection of Funko sodas, and I actually did decide to pick up 3 of these for my collection. So I just got home from Victoria. Let's go through everything that I picked up. So my first stop was at a retro toys and collectibles shop called Cherry Bomb Collectibles, and honestly, they had a great selection of stuff. I did pick up a few things for my collection, a bunch of really random things, so let's just go through it. So the first thing I grabbed at Cherry Bomb Toys is actually an out-of-box Funko Pop. Now this is Guillermo del Toro, and it was only $5, so I figured I might as well pick it up. And the pop itself is actually in pretty good condition, so I really don't have to clean it up at all. But if you guys want to have a closer look at Guillermo del Toro, here he is right here. I really enjoy how this Funko Pop looks with his big glasses and a book in his hand. The next thing I decided to pick up is actually a really cool Star Wars figure, but just give me a minute to get it all set up here. And so guys, the Star Wars figure I picked up is the Legends Darth Vader, and I really enjoy all of the detail on this figure. As you guys can see, he's got his lightsaber in his right hand right here, and I really just enjoy all of the details on his mask and the plates of armor on him. Overall, I think it looks really sick. And the great thing about this figure is that you can pose him in multiple different ways. So let me see if I can get him to stand up right here and fix the cape right there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty sick. So the last few things I purchased are actually a few Pokemon cards. Now these cards are really cool. I'll just show you guys what they are here. This one is the Birthday Pikachu. I think it looks pretty nice. Next up, we've got a bit of an older Pokemon card. I'm not too sure which one this is, but I also think it looks really cool. And last but not least, we've got a super retro Pikachu. This is Flying Pikachu, another really great card. During my visit at Cherry Bomb Toys, they actually told me they had a table set up of a bunch of free stuff, and I actually grabbed this really cool pin. It says Court of the Dead, Rise, Conquer, Rule. I think it has a really creepy design, and I can't wait to add this to my pin board. Now, before we get into the rest of the stuff, I did want to mention that I did make a quick trip to the comic book store in Victoria, but I didn't really see anything that I wanted to grab, so I decided not to film anything. So next up was the mall, and at the mall they had a really great selection of stores such as Sunrise Records, GameStop, and Mind Games. The first store that I visited was Sunrise Records, and I did pick up a couple of things. The first thing was a pop protector, and I'll explain why I picked this up. Now, the only reason I picked up this hard stack was because I figured I was gonna buy a Funko Pop during my trip, but I actually didn't, so now we have an extra hard stack, which honestly isn't a bad thing. I did find something really interesting at Sunrise Records that I had to pick up. Now, I don't know if you would call this a prop or a collectible, but this is Sukuna's Sukuna's finger from Jujutsu Kaisen. And I do briefly want to take this out to have a closer look at it because it does have some really sweet details. And so guys, this is what Sukuna's finger is looking like out of the packaging. I think it looks really cool. I love all the little details and the wrinkles going around the end of the finger, but I'm really not sure how I feel about the paint job. From what I remember in the anime, I'm pretty sure the finger was like a dark rotten purple color, so I might end up painting this in a prop video. But all in all, it's got some really great weight to it. I'm pretty sure it's like a hard plastic, and I think any Jujutsu Kaisen collector would want to get this for their collection. So my last stop at the mall was Mind Games, and I actually did pick up a few things at Mind Games, mostly Funko sodas, so let's get into the one that I already cracked open. This one is actually Spiky from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and I only wanted to get this one for the common because the first time I pulled it, I actually got the chase. And if you guys want to have a closer look at Spiky, this is what the soda looks like right here. I really do enjoy all of the details on this soda, and I really do hope that Funko will actually continue to make more Killer Clown sodas. They still have Jumbo and Slim to make as Funko sodas, and I would just really love to see those. And if you guys are curious on how limited this soda is, it does say 1 out of 3,350, and I guess if you guys want to see the artwork on the other side, that is how it looks right there. I also did pick up a couple of sealed Funko sodas. Now I actually decided to get 2 of Shazam, and if you guys want to see how this common soda looks like, that is what it's supposed to look like right there. And if I've got to be honest, I'm pretty sure one of these is the chase because this one feels so much lighter than this one. But there is only one way to find out. Let's start off with the heavier one right here. And honestly, I can't wait to crack this open because I haven't opened a sealed Funko soda in a really long time. And so guys, let's find out if I got the chase or not. I'm pretty sure this one will be the common because it was the heavier can. And it was the common, but it does look pretty sweet. It's got some pretty great details. I really do enjoy how simple this soda looks, but if I have to be honest, I wish the red was just a tad brighter, but all in all, I can't complain too much. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this is one of these sodas that doesn't have a piece count, so we might as well check the Pog anyways. Yeah, it doesn't have the piece count on it. That is really weird. All it says is Shazam. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I really wish they didn't stop the limited piece count on these sodas because these will just become shelf warmers. But anywho, enough of me talking. Let's get into the other soda right here. Now this one does seem to be sealed a little bit differently, and I don't know why. It's kind of difficult to open, so maybe that's a good sign. And there we go. We finally got the soda open, so let's find out if we got the chase. Fingers crossed we've got it here. I haven't really pulled a Funko soda chase in a long time. Yes! I knew it. And so guys, this is what the chase looks like. This is Billy Batson before he says Shazam and actually becomes the adult version of himself as Shazam. And now I'm really curious to check out the Pog and see what it says. So it does say you found the chase, young Billy Batson, but once again, it doesn't have that piece count on it, which I do think is really weird. But I guess I can't complain too much because we did get a common and a chase, and I think that's really sick. And so there you guys have it. This is my mini haul from my trip out to Victoria. Honestly, I had such a good time on vacation. It was just so nice to get away. I also really enjoyed doing a Funko Pop hunt while I was there. It was really cool to see what sort of stores they had for Funko Pops and other collectibles. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy lives and watching this video. As always guys, if you want to see more from me, please don't forget to do those 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.